What's going on guys, Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about a really credible leak that we have in terms of major Nintendo news that could be coming very soon. Now you guys read the title correctly, as this leak is coming from an insider or leaker who has been 100% accurate in the past. Every single thing that they have said has been correct and nothing has been wrong. And so to give you guys a quick rundown, the name of this leaker is King Zell, and every single thing that this person has posted has turned out to be true. And so all these examples that I'm going to talk to you guys about, last year in May when everybody was speculating about Pokemon on the Switch and if it was going to be revealed or not, King Zell got the entire reveal for Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch correct. He mentioned how there's going to be Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee on the Switch in 2018, but how 2019 was going to be the more exciting year as we have Generation 8 coming out this year. He also mentioned Animal Crossing on the Nintendo Switch with the September Direct. He talked about how he was expecting animals to be shown in that Direct, hinting that Animal Crossing could be coming. And then this year, he also talked about how there was going to be a Nintendo Nindy showcase during sometime in January, and he ended up getting that correct as well. And so the leaker with the perfect track record is back once again to give us a hint about something that could be coming very soon. And so recently he just posted saying 13 is your lucky number and I'm out. And so with the drought of Nintendo news that we have right now, everybody really wants a Nintendo Direct to come. I mean, this year Nintendo really has been silent so far in 2019. We haven't heard anything in terms of new games. We haven't heard anything about the games that are coming out this year. And so everybody really wants a Nintendo Direct. Now King Zell has also given some other information and leaks as well, and I did make a video about this earlier where he was talking about some things to expect in Nintendo's 2019. If you want to go and check out that video, I highly recommend you to go and do so. There should be a little eye up in the corner right now, so you can go ahead and click on that or tap on that if you want to go and watch that video, but I'll also make it the outro of this video as well. Definitely go and watch it because this is a leaker who has always been accurate, so a lot of the information that he says here is very likely to be true. But in this video, we're going to be taking a look at everything that King Zell has said recently, along with some stuff that other insiders are saying, and a lot of other suspicious things that are going on that could lead into Nintendo news that could be coming very soon. But before we get started, I do want to let you guys know that I am giving away $30 on the Nintendo eShop as a thank you for reaching 30,000 subscribers. And if you guys are interested in winning that, then all you got to do is click the link in the description. I'll also make it the pinned comment of this video as well. And there's a lot of amazing things that you could use that on, so definitely be sure to click the link down below if you want to have a chance to win. Now, like I mentioned earlier in the video, the first thing that King Zell has said is that 13 is your lucky number. Now from this statement, there's really three big things that I can come up with in terms of what it could mean. The first one is that something big is going to happen on February 13th. We're either going to get like a big Nintendo Direct on February 13th, or a Pokemon Direct on February 13th, or something just big that's going to happen on that day. The second one is that we could get some type of announcement or reveal that's going to happen on February 13th, but not like an actual event. So maybe they could just announce on the 13th that there's going to be a Direct like next week, or that there's going to be a Direct within a day or two or something like that. And then finally, the last one is instead of having 13 being the number that something happens, like instead of having something happen on February 13th, maybe he means 13 days from when the message was posted. And since he did post it on the 8th, 13 days from that would be February 21st, which is a Thursday, and a lot of Nintendo Directs do happen on Thursday, so maybe that's what he could mean as well. Now King Zell has also given some other information, so let's take a look at that as well. Now one of the things that King Zell has said is that there's a bunch of announcements that are coming this year, but he's not exactly sure when, and he said that Pikmin 3 is going to be coming, Super Mario Maker 2, Box Boy, a 2D Zelda, and the new Pokemon game. Now in my opinion, I can pretty much see all of these happening. I mean, Pikmin 3 is a very popular game on the Wii U. I know a lot of people that really like that game, and so because of how they are pretty much porting every single major Wii U game onto the Switch, I wouldn't be surprised if Pikmin 3 gets ported onto it as well. I mean, Super Mario Maker 2 is also one that I know a lot of people would love to see. If they can't port the original Mario Maker, or if they don't want to, having a sequel for it would be amazing. Box Boy I think also has an amiibo that's exclusive only to Japan, so re-releasing the amiibo everywhere else and then having a release on the Switch would make a ton of sense. 2D Zelda is really the only one that I'm a little bit unsure about. I mean, I would love a 2D Zelda on the Switch this year, but if it doesn't happen, I mean, that wouldn't be that bad. I mean, we still have a bunch of major releases coming this year, but if a 2D Zelda can make it onto the Switch in 2019, that would be awesome. And then obviously we do have Pokemon, which is going to be coming as well. Now someone asked King Zell about the Pokemon game that's coming out this year, and he responded by saying that Pokemon Switch is coming out this year, so this Direct or E3 will be your best bet. And so this pretty much confirms that whatever he was teasing is going to be a direct of some kind, and whether or not it's going to be a Nintendo Direct or a Pokemon Direct, we don't really know, but I feel like a Pokemon Direct wouldn't make a ton of sense. I think a Nintendo Direct would make more sense to have first before they have a Pokemon Direct, but I really wish that they did do a Gen 8 reveal within a Nintendo Direct for the first time, because the thing is that we already know that Pokemon likes to do its own thing. They always have their own Pokemon Directs or like their own Pokemon press conferences, but I think it would just be so cool to catch everyone off guard where they have their very first Pokemon Gen 8 reveal or like their very first Pokemon game reveal within a main Nintendo Direct, because nobody would expect it, and then having them go like, we've got one more announcement left, and how last year we had that amazing Smash Bros reveal, and having something like a Pokemon reveal this year where they go into showing this brand new amazing region and the brand new starters and the legendaries, that would just be so cool to have, and nobody would expect it. Now this next thing here, I'm pretty sure is referring to that Star Fox Grand Prix game, which was rumored last year, and KingZell is saying that it was mentioned last year before E3, but he hasn't really heard anything about it since, so he doesn't know if it was cancelled or finished. And then he also mentions here that I hope you guys are enjoying the ports because there's more on the way with better Japanese support. And so on top of KingZell, we also have some things from two other really big credible insiders, which are Emily Rogers and Pixelpar. Now Emily Rogers, if you guys don't know, she gave us a ton of inside information about the Nintendo Switch when it was still codenamed the NX, and she has a lot of inside information about Pokemon and stuff like that as well. Last year she pretty much said that Pokemon was going to be revealed for the Switch sometime in May, and she got that perfectly correct. She said that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was going to be like the ultimate Smash Bros. Game before we didn't know like the official name for it, and that turned out to be true. I mean, the game was called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so she definitely has some inside information. And so Emily Rogers actually gave us something about Pikmin 4, and she said, contrary to what Miyamoto said about Pikmin 4 being almost finished, it was actually rebooted at some point during development, which is why we haven't heard anything about it yet. Now to be honest, I could totally see this happening, and that's why we haven't heard anything about Pikmin 4. They probably gave it the Metroid Prime 4 treatment, where they weren't happy with how the game was shaping up to be like, and so they decided to restart everything and reboot development for it, but they didn't give us like an official announcement for them restarting, because Pikmin 4 was never announced officially like how Metroid Prime 4 was already announced at E3 in 2017. And then from Pixelpar, if you guys don't know, Pixelpar gave us a bunch of inside information about Pokemon on the Switch last year. He pretty much gave us so many little hints and teases about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and all of those turned out to be correct. One of the biggest ones that I know that he's given is that he said that the code name for the games is going to be Project Beluga, and that turned out to be true as well, so he's definitely got some inside information as well. And so Pixelpar pretty much just teased something in one of his recent tweets where he said that the stars certainly seem to be aligning for next week, looking forward to it. And so yeah, pretty much just a simple tease that something is going to be happening very soon. And so with all these other leaks and speculation going on, there also have been some other fishy things that are going on as well. Now the first thing is that on GameStop's official website in Germany, it lists that Spyro's Reignited trilogy is going to be coming out for the Nintendo Switch, and this would make a ton of sense. I mean, last year before the trilogy was even revealed, it was already rumored to be coming out for the Switch, and I think just having it on the Switch would make a ton of sense, and because of how it just came up as a listing for GameStop right now, I feel like this would make a ton of sense to announce in a Nintendo Direct, which would be coming really soon. The next thing is that Nintendo uploaded a private video that you can't watch into their Fire Emblem playlist on their YouTube channel, and so if there is going to be a Nintendo Direct coming really soon, I'm 100% certain that they're going to talk about Fire Emblem 3 Houses. They're probably going to give a release date for it, maybe some new information about it, and so it would make a ton of sense to have a new trailer or something, and so maybe that's what that hidden playlist video could be. And then finally, the last thing that's also kind of suspicious, Nintendo talked about how they are going to be doing some type of celebration for Pokemon Day, which is going to be coming in a few days. They are going to be doing a celebration at Nintendo New York, but they talked about how there's going to be 5 Q&A sessions that are going to be at these events. Now the thing that's interesting about this is what could this Q&A session even be about, because why would they have a Q&A session if there's nothing to talk about? So maybe it's hinting that there could be some type of Pokemon reveal or tease that could be coming up, and after they do have a reveal, they could have like this Q&A session where you can ask questions and get answers about the game. Now I tweeted about this on my Twitter as well, so let's take a look at my Twitter and see if we got any responses. I asked you guys what you think about KingZell's statement, as well as all the other leaks that are going on right now, so let me see if I can find that tweet. I did tweet this a few days ago, so I'm gonna have to scroll down a little bit here. But here is the tweet. I said, leaker KingZell, who has been accurate numerous times in the past, is saying that 13 is the lucky number. What do you think that this could mean? A Pokemon Direct, a Nintendo Direct, or something else? Reply to this tweet with your thoughts and you could be featured in my next video. So let's see here. Bulbasaur is saying, we know that it's not a Pokemon Direct thanks to him, so it has to be a regular one. If what he said about Mario Maker 2 and Metroid Prime are true, I'm really hyped. So that would be cool. I mean, obviously we don't know if it's going to be a Pokemon Direct. He didn't really specify, but I think that it's probably going to be like a normal Nintendo Direct because of how he mentioned the other things like Mario Maker and stuff. And he did talk about Metroid Prime Trilogy. I think I might have forgotten to mention that in the video, but he also did say that he could expect Metroid Prime Trilogy to be announced in the Direct. And you guys know how much I really want that, so I would love for Metroid Prime Trilogy to be announced in the Direct. I will definitely get that day one. So hopefully that turns out to be true. Let's scroll down here a little bit more. Selena here is saying if he means 13 days, then the 21st would make sense since it's a Thursday. But if he means at the actual 13th, then I'm excited because I can't wait any longer. My guess is that it'll be a regular Direct, seeing that everyone is hungry for news on this year's lineup. Totally true as well. I mean, either way, I feel like something is definitely cooking from Nintendo's end with all the stuff that's going on. I think we're definitely going to see something really soon. Whether or not it's going to be this week or it's going to be towards the end of February or somewhere around there, I think that there's really no way that they can keep us going without any type of information. So we're definitely going to see something very soon. Let's scroll down here a little bit more. Let's see. Nat Evo Games is saying this is most likely going to be a Nintendo Direct. I'd love it for it to be a Pokemon Direct, but at this time it seems that it's more brewing for a Nintendo Direct than a Pokemon Direct. I'd love to be wrong. I mean, I would love to have it where it's a Nintendo Direct, but they actually show Pokemon in it, because that would be something that would catch everyone off guard. But you know, who knows what's actually going to happen. Let's scroll down here. Emmett is saying Nintendo Direct next week and a Pokemon Direct the last week of the month. That could work as well. I mean, I know people tell me like there's no way that they can do 2 Directs in a month, but at the same time, there's no rule that says Nintendo can't have a Nintendo Direct and a Pokemon Direct in 1 month. So maybe that could happen. Like, we don't really know for sure. D-Dog here is saying, I think it would be a Nintendo Direct as we don't know much about this year in terms of release dates. That's very true as well. I mean, we know stuff that's coming out this year like Fire Emblem and Luigi's Mansion and Animal Crossing and Pokemon, but we don't know anything about the release dates or like when we could expect them. So that's why I feel like that having a Nintendo Direct to just clarify all this would make a ton of sense. And yeah, let's try to get one last one in here. I'm going to scroll down a little bit to try to get someone from the end here. Let's see here. This person is saying, my money is on Pokemon. 13 could be the 13th or 13th days from now. It'll be February regardless, and Pokemon was released this month. So it's still most ideal time to reveal such a big Pokemon title. That's also very true. I mean, Pokemon Day is coming up. The very first Pokemon game was Pokemon Red and Blue, which came out on February 26th. It would make a ton of sense. Pokemon Sun and Moon also had their Direct, which was on the 26th, where they announced Pokemon Sun and Moon for the first time. So announcing Pokemon's Gen 8 for Pokemon on the Switch in HD, having such an amazing title like this, it would make a ton of sense to announce it on the 26th. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all your responses. I'm sorry I couldn't read all of them. Like I said, I get so many of these now and I don't want to make the video too long. I know this video has already been pretty long as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for all your responses. And remember, if you ever want to be featured in videos like this, then definitely just go and follow me on Twitter at @ActualAero. And so there you go, guys. That's all the leaks and speculation that we have right now about some major Nintendo news, a Nintendo Direct, a Pokemon Direct, something that could be coming very soon. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please be sure to click that like button and also comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this. Are you excited for all this information? What do you guys really want to see? Definitely be sure to let me know all of your thoughts down below. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Nintendo content in the future, so please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at @ActualAero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros, so definitely be sure to join that. And remember to enter my giveaway. I am giving away $30 for the Nintendo eShop, so definitely be sure to click the link down below if you want to have a chance to win. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.